in that struggle, probably the deepest, darkest time of your life, I know that nothing comes to us first before it comes by God.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really hard because sometimes it seems like God is playing a losing game. What was the thing that really grabbed your heart when God helped you through that time, that drew you in prayer to Him in the darkness of your night?
There were really a couple of things in the midst of that happened. One was I was as part of what was going on in my life, I was making a change from I had been a high school English teacher, and I was actually taking a position at a new school, moving across the state. I lived in New York State at the time, and I remember where I was moving to was about 3 hours away from where I was, and I had borrowed a pickup truck, and I had made several journeys from Syracuse, New York, to Albany, New York, and back on the same day to load the pickup truck. I was making my third journey, and it was probably midnight. I was on the New York State Thruway and listening to a Christian radio station, and I was actually, if I remember correctly, I was even struggling, not to be in tears, and just from what was going on in my life. And a little chorus ditty came on, I will not let you fall, I will not let you fall, I am never weary, I will not let you fall. Right. And it was at one of those moments when God so clearly spoke to me and said, I'm going to take you somewhere deep, and just sense that. And within quick succession of that point, one of the other neat things that happened was, I know God answers prayer, and I had prayed for things in my life and things like that. And within the course of probably 2 weeks' time from that day, God answered two very specific needs prayer that were desperate. One was, I'd been a school teacher. I'd just come off of a summer where I wasn't paid and struggling financially. I still had a house to sell back in the Syracuse area, so house payment, and I had an apartment I was renting, and I needed money. And God just miraculously caused me to get a part-time roofing job. I had done roofing work in college, and this was really through a girl that I had dated when I was in college 7 years prior, happened to meet an aunt of mine. They both lived in the Albany area, met an aunt. They got to talking about me, and Lynn just said to my aunt, boy, it's too bad John's not around. My husband and I have a roof that we need worked out. And my aunt said, he is around. He just moved here this week. Yeah. And so I made to the dollar, profited to the dollar, what I needed for my mortgage payment. Wow. And so those kinds of things happen very regularly. So God was showing me, even in the midst of this struggle, that he was there.